Hello everybody, JT's Reviews here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Wilkinson Sword Shave Soap. It's a sensitive version, right there. I've tried the blue version, which I don't know which version that was. I guess it's the original, I don't know, but I once got this stuff and I have to say I wasn't too happy with it. Very basic, doesn't show you much information there. Just tells you what it is, shave soap. Rich lather, apparently. Got a new tripod, well it's not actually a new tripod mount, it's an old tripod mount I found the other day because I was like, there's got to be a better solution than putting the tripod there to see me shave. It's like, it's ridiculous, the old video. Anyway, back to this. It has information in French, Italian, etc. And just the Wilkinson Sword logo right there. Anyway, as usual, we'll be using a brand new Wilkinson Sword blade. Now, before I get the questions, which I will, hang on a minute, you had a blade in it last time that was brand new, why don't you use that one? Well, I don't want it to affect the results, basically, but don't worry, I keep the old razor blade I used a couple of days ago, and what I'm going to do is put it back in the razor when I'm done with this test, and then I'll rotate between them both. So not completely wasted, if you get my saying. Anyway, new Wilkinson Sword blade in there, you know the drill. Yeah, so I have no idea how you open this up, so this is going to be very interesting. Let's see how you do this. Oh yeah, there's a pill. I think there's a pill here. Let's go with that. Again, if I do anything wrong, I'll probably get shouted at anyway. Oh yeah, that's how you do it. There. And this won't be wasted once it's done. I'm going to get some of that toothpaste kind of lather soap, and I'm going to use this as a mixing bowl when it's finished. Anyway, opening this out. Actually, that smells really nice. That is very nice stuff. Anyway, let's get on to the shave. But before I do, I had to get a new shaving brush. A very cheap, nasty boys one. The bristles are already falling apart, so it's not going to last very long. I do have the box, but I forgot to bring it in here to show you. And yeah, let's get on with the shave. Oh, and this is the make of the brush, by the way. County Barber Co. As I said, cheap and nasty from boys. So, let's get ready for the shave. Now I'm going to wet the brush in there. Get that warmed up. And then we'll get going with this stuff. I hope this angle's going to be alright, but we'll find out. Better than the other angle, eh? So we did on the other video. I'll put a mixture of cold in there as well. So we'll wet the face first, like you always do. Now, I'm wetting the brush. Now this is a cheapo brush. Feels quite rough actually, so it's going to be interesting. As I said, got this from Home Bargain, not Home Bargains, Home Boys. Even with coffee I can't even have a functioning brain, isn't that funny? Right, let's get on with it. It's been a while since I used shaving cream. I can't remember the last time I did this, but... Right. So we're going to mix it in, like so. And find out what it's like. Windy day, by the way, so you won't hear doors slamming around. There we go. Got it nice and soapy now. I'm going to use this for travel because I'm going to be getting some more shaving prep in the post, and I'll be using that instead. The shaving cream and the squeeze stuff, you know, the toothpaste looking stuff. Right, let's get it done. It actually smells really nice, this stuff, so it's going to be interesting. I think I need some more lather actually. Brush is not doing too well already, but what can you do? I want to make sure I get loads on there. Now, unlike that King of Shaves, there's actually a nice lava coming out of this. Now, it actually smells really nice, this stuff. It's a shame when it runs out, but I'm not spending over £3 for this stuff if it's not that good anyway. Wilkinson sword has always been mid to me. Gillette's probably near the good territory, and the rest is probably the best. And the gel's also like mid. Right, that should be enough. Right, Fruity, let's get on with shave. As I said, using the razor blade in this thing, I want to make it fair. This lava stuff is pretty good actually. Pretty good. I like the King of Shaves, you know where you've been. Always have to do the weird shaving faces. Now if I run out of Wilkinson sword blades, you know, I'm going to have to use a different test blade for it, but it seems to be doing alright. Now I missed this side earlier on before with the King of Shaves. I noticed that. My own little fault. New blade's doing well, cutting up against the bristles and all that. And the first pass has been pretty good. No complaints, seems to be doing well. Feels pretty good. This stuff actually has a nice soapy aftershave kind of smell to it. I like it, and I might need some more on that. Just in case. Now I'm going to get the comments of, oh, I'm doing something wrong. I'm always doing something wrong in my life, which is fair enough. I always get the comments of that. But that's how it is. This brush is not the best. It's already coming apart, and it's rough as dog balls, to say the least. Not the best. And I'll put a bit more on there because it doesn't look lively enough in my opinion. So make sure we've got a nice even amount for the second pass. I'll probably be throwing this away, this brush. It's not that good, to be honest. Anyway. Yeah. Not the best brush at all. Right, second pass. Second to final, last pass. But I have to say, this stuff feels much better than the blue stuff I had before. Because I tried the blue one of the Wilkinson sword, and that stuff was kind of diabolical. Oh, I've got a nick already, that's my stupid fault. Should never rush with a double edge. Take your time with it. I will reuse this blade after the shaving prep thing's over, but obviously I have to use another new blade to review the razor itself, which it's doing alright actually. Is that a nick, or is that just, you know, there's a nick there. I don't know if that's to do with the prep or the blade is just new, I don't know. Or maybe it's just Wilkinson's sword and there's always something wrong with it. As I said, they're very mid. They are their blades. Never had a good experience with them so far in my lifetime. Okay, that will do. How did I get on with the Wilkinson sword? Wasn't too bad, as I said, quite mid. Smells pretty nice. Does the job. Against my double edge, I noticed a tad bit of clogging, but not terrifying. Again, mid razor, which is why I've got a bit of a shaving cut. I should have been a bit more less risky with it, but last time I was a bit more less risky with it. It feels you know, nice and fresh, you know, and it had a nice lather. So in my opinion, I'll have to say this will have to be an 8 out of 10. It's not bad. But as I said, I found Wilkinson quite mid, so that's why I give it an 8 out of 10. Got a few nicks, but what can you expect? But yeah, yeah, pretty good. 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to cover and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.